Welcome back to the HoodCast.
The opinions expressed on the HoodCast are those of the guests and the host. They reflect no inference or agreement by Hood Tech Productions or Hood Tech Productions LLC or HoodCast LLC. The information presented on the HoodCast is not intended to offend any race, creed, religion, sexual orientation, or nation of origin. Please listen at your own discretion.
It is now time.
It's time.
Get ready. Let's do it.
What it do, world? What it do? Welcome back to another edition of Hood Tech Presents the HoodCast. Let me show you me. www.hoodtechproductions.com, baby. This is HoodCast 338. Y'all see the introduction? What's that? Y'all see the title of tonight's HoodCast is show. Let me introduce my co-host. The one I have with me today is Willie Biggles.
What's up, people? How y'all feeling tonight?
What it do? The other co-host is not here yet.
Jen's running a little late.
Yes, a lot of late.
It's Monday. It's the standard lateness for Monday.
World, HoodCast 338. So, this has been another manic Monday. Don't wish it was Sunday, but fuck this Monday.
So what happened?
Just another manic motherfucking Monday.
So what happened?
Yo, it's just one of these days, man. You know, when you got all this shit to do and shit doesn't go the way you plan and you rushing and you do something and the shit didn't happen like you're supposed to and you have to go back and do something. One of them days.
God damn. I ain't leave the house till 2:30, so
Must be nice. Must be nice.
No, it ain't. I wanted to leave sooner, but unfortunately, like I said, there's a lot going on. I ain't gotta sit still for a minute.
Yo, it's one of those days that was so fucking busy. I had to take my morning shit right before the HoodCast.
Okay.
I couldn't even take my shit this morning.
Okay.
Usually, that's a man's time to. The morning shit is a man's time to, get his day together. Think about shit.
Focus.
To focus. See what I'm saying? Read the paper. Look at YouTube or speaking of the news, in the news. If it wasn't for an interview tonight, world,
it'd be all Trump television.
Boy.
Yeah,
this dude, man.
But yo, he announced that he's gonna get arrested tomorrow. When nobody else said he was getting arrested tomorrow.
They was talking about it last week.
That's a guilty conscience working right there. But we know when they indict you, they give you opportunity to come in and speak before they do what they're gonna do. So apparently they done told him, hey, you wanna come in? Because we about to do what we gonna do. I don't know if they gave him a date and a time or what, but I know if I'm getting indicted, I'm not tweeting it.
They usually don't do that. They'll tell him right then.
They don't do it for a white collar crime. They treat white collar crime different. They get all kinds of shit. They get a chance to come in, turn themselves in, get their affairs together, they'll go to trial, get convicted, and then go home to wait for sentencing to allow them to get their affairs together. But if you get
what they call white collar crimes,
yeah, if it ain't white collar, you don't get them kind of courtesies. And
it's crazy because them white collar crime, them courtesy crimes, be fucking millions and millions of people out of money. Yep. You see what I'm saying?
Yep. They be stealing old folks' retirements and some more shit. They'll get the most courteous treatment from the police.
Yo, so one of the articles, of course, is about Trump that I put in our little chat group about what's her name? Ivanka?
Yeah,
Ivanka Trump.
Yep.
She turned the coat. She turned cold.
They about to start
cold,
like
boy.
Niggas in YSL. I'm telling you, like, man, don't nobody want to go down with him. Man. I mean, his own family know how he treats people that's loyal to him. He ain't loyal to nobody, so they ain't about to rely on him to save them. They know that's not happening. They know
that's crazy. You know you a motherfucker when your own children get ready to throw you under the bus.
Hell yeah, because they know with him, if you don't get him first, he gonna get you.
The crazy part about it is,
he'll have them believing that his kids was the one running the government doing shady shit.
but the thing about it is, his all of the shady dealings that he did or what have you, whatever they said, the money that he made, guess what? He made it. You can't say he made it for himself.
So who he make it for?
I guess he made it for the Trump Foundation, which is all the Trumps.
That motherfucker made that money for himself. His campaign donations. They was sending old people these emails talking about, do you support Trump? Click here. You click there and make a donation. What they didn't tell you was the little box you check said to do was a monthly donation. So motherfuckers getting built out of hundreds of thousands of dollars every month because they thought they was donating $10 one time. They didn't realize they had signed up to donate $10 a month. And motherfuckers was getting yanked from the end of the 2020 election to now. Like his foundation is still sending out emails asking for fucking not his foundation, but his political action committees, those super PACs that he's aligned with. They're still sending out emails to people. They sent my mama email. She ain't never donated to the Republican Party for nothing. She got an email. She's like, how do you get on this nigga's email list? I'm like, Mama, you got email nowadays. I'm surprised I haven't gotten any. And none of
for the Republican Party or for the Democratic Party?
The Republican Party. It's the Republican Party. These are super PACs for the Republican Party that are sending out emails talking about you support Trump, stop the steal, click here, donate. But what they what they don't tell people was this got exposed on the news. These people were signing up for monthly donations. They thought they would donate one time. Gonna find out their account was getting hit. So whatever they chose, and they get the little drop down box of the different amounts you choose. Whatever they chose, that's what they was getting hit for every month. They basically signed up for a monthly bill thinking they was donating one time.
Ooh.
And then when they
so is that illegal?
It's not illegal if you put it out there. But what they did was they put it in small print. Send a fine
right, that's what I was just going to say. That print was so small you probably couldn't even see it.
The same print we click on, we get them quote unquote free games in the Play Store or from Apple. All that clicking shit. Motherfuckers be clicking and not
small
reading.
Print like in plastic.
They don't understand that you just agreed to give up your first child. Like, oh, this app is free. Why you think you're agreeing to so much shit? It ain't free because you the product. Well, you treated his supporters the same way. Y'all the product. I can tell y'all a lie. Y'all will kick up a donation. I raise $1 million in a day. Think about that, bro. I can tweet and send a link out, and you motherfuckers will run to it and donate money. Based on a lie I've been telling for the last year. A lot is
like off to a flame.
Yo, man, I'm talking about like everybody in the world has said the election wasn't stolen, bro. Get off that bullshit. He kept running it. And then Fox News, they was running it for him. Now they in court with Dominion, the Dominion election machine company. They suing Fox for over $1 billion because they lied and tried to say that the election machines were tampered with or somehow been altered, that they changed votes. And so they put it on Dominion Voting, right? Well, Dominion Voting was like, yo, you just fucking shit on our whole business. For the 2020 election, bro, you just fucked us. Like, we're not going like this. So they sued their asses. And in the lawsuit, through their discovery, they got emails and text messages from Fox correspondents, from Fox talent, saying, hey, we know this shit is a lie, but we still running with it. Oh, look who showed up. Got a little guest backstage there.
Oh,
we got a guest on the show tonight. It's I think people throw the term super producer around too easily, so I'm not just gonna throw it. I'm gonna ask him about that.
Ultra producer. Maybe you call him an ultra producer. I mean, I don't know. What do you call a producer that works with Snoop or with Kendrick? Shit, damn near all the TDE. He's worked with everybody of note on the West Coast. I don't even know this man's whole resume. And then he's pulling together a whole project with like some of the dopest West Coast females that we're gonna talk about tonight. But we're fortunate enough to have, bring him on in, G-Mac. The one and only Dae One is joining us tonight. My brother.
Hey, what up?
What's good?
Oh, man, I'm great.
Oh,
man,
Dae One.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you loud and clear, bro.
We got you loud and clear, my brother.
Okay, great, man.
Clear.
What's
Thanks
going
for joining
on,
us, man.
No problem, man. No sweat.
Man, I think I've been following you for about a little under 10 years.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
well, because we met, not met, but mutual acquaintance. We
Uh-huh.
worked on a project together, Rockstar's Bomb.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I remember that. That was a while ago.
It was a while
Yeah,
ago, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I've been following you since then.
Oh,
You were in that
wow.
Bomb video. I think he
Yeah.
recorded that. He recorded that with you, didn't
Yep. Yeah, he
Yep.
recorded that with me. Yep.
he? Yep. That was
Wow.
my first time because that was my first Day One experience right there.
That's crazy.
Small world, right?
Super small.
Super
Damn.
small world. But I've been keeping
Damn.
up with you ever since, bro. You ain't let no grass grow under your feet, like.
Nah, man, gotta keep it going. Gotta keep moving.
Yeah, I see. Like you can't that entertainment industry, man. There's no rest in that thing. There's no rest.
Nah, man. I learned that this is the job that never stops.
Everybody thinks you get in the music business, you get in the entertainment industry, then you just sit by the pool
And just kick your
Yeah.
feet up and
and
wait for the money to come.
Yeah, wait for the
Yeah.
money, publicity, new movies opening, and everything. You don't have
Yeah.
to do nothing after you
Right.
sign the contract. Tell
Hell no.
Tell folks when we get into the second segment of the show, we're gonna talk more about the project, but I really
Okay.
want to spend a little bit of time here because we got about 8 minutes before our first break. Most people
Okay.
don't know. Well, most of our audience, I'll speak for our audience because you've never been here before. They don't know your background and like where you come from to where you are now. How did you get your break in the game?
Man, you know what's funny? I can't attribute just one thing happening and calling it the break. I feel like it's a combination of a whole bunch of different things that happen at one time and that just start lining themselves up to make it look like it's just one opportunity that comes and just changes everything. But grassroots, you know, before people even really knew my name, I was producing behind the scenes probably for like 8 or 9 years. I was ghost producing for a minute. I was, but at the same time, I was sharpening my chops, getting good. I was mentored by Sir Jinx, who is like Dr. Dre's little cousin and Ice Cube's homeboy that produced his first 3 albums with the Bomb Squad.
Not a mentor to have right there.
Right? He introduced me to a lot of different people in the game at an early age, early on. So I was working with Roscoe on his first album. You know, I don't have credits of it, but I worked on Roscoe's first album, Corrupt's Death Row album, just stuff like that. Exhibits, Man vs. Machine album, and Weapons of Mass Destruction, just like doing stuff behind the scenes. And
that's funny you say that because you say you were a ghost producer for a long time. I hear a lot of kids now they'll tell you I don't produce, I make loops. I'm a loop maker. They make loops. That's all they do.
Yeah.
You know, and because I remember when the producer, you know, the artist, the producer, and the beat maker, sometimes they might be one and the same. That might be 3 different people. But the way the industry looks now, you got like 20 people contributing. You got the guy that made the loop, the guy that did the arrangement. Maybe it might be a musician in there somewhere.
Right.
How was that when you were like a ghost producer though? How was that life like?
It was being more of like a role player, you know, knowing that people in the higher ups, meaning like the people that had the platforms, they instilled a trust in Jinx. So they knew that whatever he would deliver would be what they needed. And he would instill his trust in me. Like, hey, we gotta go in the studio and bang out something for this video game today. Like they want something like this. And it's like, okay, well let's do it. And me just playing my role was me just being down for the cause. Like I'm with it. Like let's go. Whatever we're doing, we'll figure it out and you know and make sure it works. And sometimes everything isn't always about money. Sometimes relationships are more valuable than money. And you know, had I been a young producer wanting to get paid for every time I walked in the studio, which that's not a bad thing, given the circumstances of what was going on at that time, I may have missed out on a lot of different opportunities and a lot of different relationships that over the years I've been able to develop. And now they've grown into like a first name basis where I can pick up the phone and call on myself, but I wouldn't have that had I missed out on those opportunities.
So, and I hear people say that all the time. That's like, you know, you can't walk in the studio scream about what you get paid. And then you'll hear the other conversation from the higher ups going, well, you know, you got to know the music business and understand your business and handle your business. You can't worry about being screwed if you handle your business. And I had trouble with that myself as a youngster, like walking that fine line between, hey, I need to get paid versus I don't want to stress nobody about money because I don't want to mess this relationship. But then I've seen so many times where it's a relationship, but it's not a relationship that ever paid any bills. It was a good friend. So how do you balance that? Like, how do you because I mean, them lights ain't gonna stay on for free.
Everything is give and take, and not saying that I didn't get money. Like I got money, but I wasn't given credit. And sometimes credit goes a long way, as opposed to money. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I can get a few dollars here and there, but my name's not attached to it, so therefore it doesn't live on my resume.
Right, I got you.
And
you run around telling people I did that, and they're like, I don't see your name on it.
Yeah, but the only way that I could have proof that I had did it was telling them about it before it came out. Like, no, I'm telling you, he gonna have a song and it's gonna go like this, and this is gonna happen, and that's gonna happen. Then they're like, damn, Dae One knew. You must have been there.
Right.
So then that solidifies the validity of it. Like, okay, it's got to be some validation there because he knew exactly what it was before it came out. We never.
There, you the bootleg king. One of the two.
Right,
You either in the building or you stole a master.
For real.
You the guy in the studio. Can't nobody trust around the email. Keep an eye on you.
For real.
When I was young, I worked in a building and Rockefeller Studio was upstairs. Well, actually, it was downstairs. And a classmate of mine, Howard, a friend of mine, Guru, young Guru, he was an engineer there. I see him at night. I'd be in the building. I was working for another company, long story short. And I used to tell people, I was like, I could have stole so much money.
Could have stole so much.
But Guru was super tight.
Right.
Yeah. He wasn't leaving me in the room with a master laying around. I ain't had no unreleased Jay-Z verses. Phones weren't that big. I couldn't snatch a whole MP3 on my phone.
It was different. It was a different world.
So I mean, with the travels you've been through, like I said, when we said at the top of the show, you worked with Snoop, you worked with the old DTE. I mean, you were in house with DTE for a while, right?
With TDE, with TDE, I was just there from the beginning, like from the jump, from like when it started. So yeah, it was pretty much like in house. There was a point in time when we were talking about me signing the TDE and all of that. We had those conversations. It never panned out that way, but
okay.
That's family.
Did you decide to go in another direction?
It's still family. I think we all did. I think it's just one of those things where it's like, they moved on one accord. Maybe they moved faster, or maybe I was moving too slow, but it's still all love.
Right. You still work with them on occasions, or when?
Yeah, of course. Oh yeah.
Well, that's not a bad phone call.
Not a bad thing. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. If the big man over there pick up the phone and you in the Rolodex, that's not a bad place to be.
Hey, it's not. Yeah, it's not who you know. It's who knows you.
Right. Now you know what?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's a good random statement. We got a thing at the end of the show we call random statements. That would have been.
Okay.
It's not who you know, it's who knows you, and that's true, man. So with your travels, man, I know that you said Snoop, Kendrick. Which was first? I'm assuming Snoop was first.
Actually, my first major placement was Lil Flip.
Really? All the way down in Houston, little leprechaun. Are you serious?
All the way down. Yeah, all the way
down. How did that happen? Did he come? Was he coming to you? Was you going out? Were you hunting for it? Were you on the fishing?
Nah, one of his boys that was in the Clover G's was friends with a family friend of mine, and he ended up coming out here and working on some records. And so he was like, "Man, Lil Flip coming out, man. We coming out there, like come roll with us, hang with us all day." So I went out, hung out with them like all day long. He was doing business stuff all day. Lil Flip was he rapped for a fight. He went and did like a rap for like this porno magazine or this porno tape, and then they shot a video. Well, I'm gonna keep it a buck. This is the first time I've seen an artist make like over $70,000 in a day. He was just racking them up. He got the money for the fight. He did the money for the video. That probably was another 10. He did then they wanted to shoot a music video for it. They charged him for that, shot that. Like by the end of the night, he had already racked up, and he was only in town for 2 days.
My man made so much salary.
So that showed me like, wow, there's money in this rap shit to get. So while he was here, I gave him a BCD. He went back home, was working on his second album, and I did a song for him called The Gutter. And then the album like never really came out through Sony, but it ended up coming out later some kind of way.
In Houston, everything's independent. Houston, they don't wait on nobody.
Yeah,
that's what I like about it.
But then like technically, officially, my first major placement was with Snoop Dogg like in 2010.
Okay.
I had a record on the Malice album, Malice in Wonderland or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I had a record on the Malice in Wonderland album, the More Malice album, and I had a record with Ice Cube that same year.
Oh, you were killing.
Yeah, I got Ice Cube and Snoop Dogg the same year.
Yo,
Wow.
on that note, we have officially fucked off 20 minutes of your time. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a break, play a little
Okay.
music, a little video, and we're gonna come back and get into your new project in the second segment. But ladies and gentlemen,
We're
we
gonna
have
play a
Dae
little
One
music,
here.
y'all. We're gonna play a little music.
Play a little
This
music.
is
and
this
we'll
is
be right back.
HoodCast 338, y'all, with super producer. We said ultra producer.
Ultra
Day
producer.
one.
That's super
Hey, I'll
producer.
take it.
Simple.
Ultra producer, baby. We'll be
Be right
right back. Right after this, world. Right after this.
HoodTech presents the HoodCast. Presents the HoodCast.
A big event, a box office hit, a classic was so dramatic. The movie was so passionate, it comes naturally. Our love's not scripted or pre-rehearsed. This special living treasure, I want this forever. I am your heart, you are my star, wanna be wherever you are. So much emotion, so much passion, so much soul that makes us both whole. It's so electric, we're so connected, our love is epic. Every time we make love, I never wanna let go. Cause the passion in those eyes makes me wanna give it to you more. What we have so precious and worth dying for. I'm so tempted, I'm never empty. It's worth fighting for. I love this special living treasure. I want this forever. I want this forever. I am your heart, you are my star. I wanna be wherever you are. So much emotion, so much passion, so much soul makes us both fall. It's so electric, we're so connected. Our love is epic. Like beautiful music, you're my favorite melodies. Like poetry, your words move right through me. They don't make a kind of love no more. And our love continues to flow. The good and the bad, we're the best we ever had. Oh.
Baby, you ain't never seen a love like this, I can guarantee. And baby, when we making love, I swear it's the only place I wanna be. Just like a 38, I got that special love. Wrestler, I pin you down, tap the ground, I let you up. I got your body making waves like the ocean current. He got that old love and everything I do is current. Wanna touch you all the time, cause God know that you deserve it. Do it from 9 to 5, I love the way that shawty work it. Just like your shadow, girl, I wanna be everywhere you be. Alphabet love, I put it down from A to Z. Our love is epic, respect it, very impressive. Them haters stressing, depressing, like the recession. We get it poppin' every day, making love in every way, and baby like a 38.
Our love is special, love is treasure, love is forever. I am your heart, you are my star, I'll be wherever you are. So much emotion, so much passion, so much soul that makes us both whole. It's so electric, we're so connected, our love is epic. Our love is special, love is treasure, love is forever. I am your heart, you are my star, I wanna be wherever you are. So much emotion, so much passion, so much soul that makes us both whole. It's so electric, we're so connected, our love is epic.
Looks like we are back.
We are back.
We are back, ladies and
We
gentlemen.
back, y'all. Second
Back.
segment, HoodCast 300. Oh shit! Why I said 300? 238.
This is 338.
Yeah, 200. Oh, it is.
It's 3. We had a 300 show in New York. G-Mac, my man is lost over here.
Carry the 1.
Yeah.
Damn, it is.
It
Oh,
is
shit.
3. Yeah, do the math, bro. Well, we got Dae One back in here with us while we get our mathematics together.
Yo, hey, I'm sorry, right, Henny?
Right, yeah, little Henny, little white Henny. I can understand. I can understand how it goes. Dae One, so brother, this new project you got, the Diamond Collective, all female cast. Is this a compilation or is this a group?
All female.
I can't hear you. I think you're muted.
Is he muted? Let me see. He is muted. My bad.
There you go. Hold on.
He unmuted.
Dae One, we still can't hear you. What's going on here?
Hold on a second.
Yeah, there you go. Now you're unmuted. Now speak. Say something. What the hell? I still can't hear. Hold on, Dae. We're gonna get this straight now. Say something, Dae. Okay. We having technical problems here, folks. We got to get this together. Dae, you're not muted on your end, right? G-Mac, you're not muted on our end.
Nope.
We just lost audio up here. It's the feds. They have to get us.
Hold on. Let me see something.
What we got? He dropped out. Let's see if he comes back in here. Keep having it.
Well, these goddamn technical difficulties. That's some
nuts.
shit.
He'll be back shortly. In the meantime, I wanted to ask him because the project he has is called the Diamond Collective. So all female cast of MCs. Okay, let's see what we got here. What we got, Dae One? You back?
Yeah, I'm back.
There we go.
You back.
Okay. Woo! Oh, we had lost it. We had
I had a
something
feeling.
else to take off.
I was like, let me just leave and come back in. Sometimes it does that.
Yeah. It's
Technology.
the internet. Technology.
Yeah.
Technology. Hopefully next time we have an interview, we'll all be in the same studio together.
Right? Yeah. Hopefully so.
We'll catch you.
Okay.
on the
So
West.
you
We'll catch us
so
on
you were
Tuesday.
asking me about the album, right?
Yes, the Diamond Collective. Yes.
Yes. Okay. What about it?
Well, what I was saying was, is this an all-female group or is this a compilation of solo artists?
No, it's a compilation.
Okay, so these are
Yeah.
all independent artists. I mean, individual
Yeah.
artists on their own. All right.
Yep.
So I was
Yep.
gonna ask you, how do you? I mean, I've seen female groups, man. That's a lot of work. How do you?
Yeah, for real.
that?
No way I could handle it.
So the look on your face is like,
An 80
no,
80 woman
please
plus group. Yeah, no way I could handle that.
right. I mean, male artists is enough. A
Right.
group of male artists is a lot, but one female artist needs to kind of care. And I'm not talking about because she's a female, just what the requirements of presenting an artist. I can't imagine trying to do a whole group of females. The guys are put together in Vogue. I buy out of them on a regular basis. Like, man, y'all was awesome.
Y'all own one.
So, I mean, how did this project come about? I mean, what was the lightning that sparked this?
A couple different situations happened. I was talking to my homegirl, and she was working on trying to do a song with a few different female artists, and she was having issues getting certain artists to, like, you know, respond or show up to the studio or this and that. And you know, I'm also cool with a lot of different female artists, and the artists she was talking about, I was like, well, I can get them to the studio. Let's just call them up and get them on the phone. And she was like, well, Dae, maybe you need to do it. Maybe you should do it. And then I was like, all right, maybe I do need to do it. Because, you know, the artists that I work with, they would listen to me. They show up. They at least would respect it enough to show up. And sometimes, you know, she was like, you know, just telling me, like, you know, sometimes with women, it's just different. It's not easy to just get females to collab with you. It's always something. And for me, I was kind of like, no, not for me. If I call them, they be like, all right, what you need, Dae, I'll be there. I'm coming.
Right.
And maybe it's because I'm a producer and you're an artist. Maybe it's that. Maybe, I don't know, whatever the difference is. But she was like, well, maybe you should do it. And so a light bulb had, like, went off in my head. And I kind of was like, maybe I could do it. That would be something different to work on. I've never done nothing like that. And I'm always for, like, trying to do something different and advance. And, you know, not thinking it was going to turn into the magnitude of what it did turn into. But as I started working on it, it just didn't feel finished. And I was like, nah, I got to keep recording. There's more stuff I got to do. I got to keep going. And, you know, it wasn't a project where I wanted certain artists where I was like, it's not done until I get this artist or that artist. It started feeling like whoever wants to come and contribute, come and show up, because I'm gonna do my best to make this as big as I can. I just want to give y'all my platform to show how dope I think y'all are, individually and then collectively. You guys sound good together, especially when I'm trying to pair everybody up and put them together on records. It just started to snowball and turn into this bigger than life album. So by the time I got to like 25 songs, I was still like, it's not done. It doesn't feel done yet. And so
are you doing like your DJ drama thing? You putting different artists that normally hadn't been together on?
Yeah.
Different,
Oh yeah.
Okay. So everybody didn't just bring a track that they had.
No.
Like, yo,
no.
This is my contribution.
I produced the whole compilation.
So you produced all the music too?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
No ghost producers. You got nobody in the background.
No ghost. I collaborated with a couple of producers on different songs, but no ghost producers. Nah.
I feel you.
It's all me, man, and it's just dope to see it. It's a double album, volume 1 and 2. It's about 34.
Y'all finna run the numbers up on the streaming platform.
30. So y'all run the numbers
y'all
up.
About to do a Chris Brown out here and let go 78 songs or something crazy.
It's 34 records, man, and they're all hot. They're all dope records. And
have you picked a single out of 34 records?
Yeah, I've picked. It's a handful of singles I picked. My problem was just figuring out what I'm gonna launch first, but I think I know what I'm going with first now.
Right, because I've been watching the project, like, so I'm following you for years. So follow you on Twitter, follow you on Instagram, which is pretty much the only two platforms I really kind of float around on. Okay?
Yeah,
and I've been seeing like the slow leak,
the slow progression.
The slow into the press run, the video clips, and I just kind of, I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't get a grasp. I was like, oh, is this like a gangster joint? It's gonna be hard. I didn't know it was gonna be a sexual. You said all female. I was like, well, I'm looking at the females on there. I'm like, great pretty ladies, but nobody's doing extra skin. I just, I was looking for all the
right. You're looking for all the stereotypical like things, the signs, the telltale signs.
Like, what is this about? Like,
Yeah.
And I'm
really honestly, man, me getting together with these women, I really just got in the room with them and I just kind of provided a soundscape. And artistry wise, I let them do what they wanted to do. Subject matter, I let them talk about what they wanted to talk about. I let their pen speak for themselves. I just kind of provided a landscape and I just wrote with them. I didn't tell them what to write. I wasn't like, this is what we're gonna talk about. I didn't want to have no input on it. I really wanted this to be from a woman's perspective. I just wanted to back them up and get in the soundscape, and whatever subject matter they wanted to talk about is what we talked about. That's what the song's about.
Well, you're probably the smartest man in the music business when it comes to music. Everybody else tries to go, we gonna do this and you gonna do that. You gonna look like this. And you can always tell when it's this. You can tell when it's a male-driven
influence.
Yeah, here's my version of a female rapper.
Right.
Here you go.
I didn't want to do that.
Yeah. Okay.
I wanted to give them their own version.
And I think the people, not just women, but the people that will listen will appreciate the fact that this is their voice, not them playing characters that some men got in the boardroom and created.
Yeah. Yep. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because that happens so often. Like, I mean, there's no time when I can think of when the female front person wasn't almost a product of a male, even from Motown days. Those females were super talented. I mean, those women, probably the women in Motown probably could have ran Motown.
Right.
Barry Gordy's running the shop. Barry Gordy's running the shop until he marries Diana Ross. Now Diana Ross is running the shop, and you bitches gonna get in line. But so like with this project though, when you start pulling it together, what was probably the difficult thing to get it moving? There's always a spark that needs to initiate it, but then you hit those walls because everybody's excited in the beginning, then it starts getting hard.
Yeah, I hit those walls halfway in. It took me a long time to hit a wall though. I'm gonna tell you why. Because even though I had the idea and knew what I was working on, I wasn't telling them. I wasn't telling them what my plan was and how I was gonna do it. I was just working with them on certain records, but I knew in my mind, in the back of my mind, what I wanted to do with these records. And I knew that they trusted me enough to trust me with the music to be like, okay. So then when I announced what I was doing with it, they were like, oh, okay, well, that's kind of cool. And halfway through it, I was kind of like almost kind of halfway through it at that point to when they were starting to realize like, oh, okay. So I announced it.
They didn't know they were doing a compilation at the time. They were just working.
Some of them didn't. Some did. But like the songs I had initially, like at first, no, they had no idea. They didn't really know what I was really up to. We were just cutting records.
I hope you have video footage of the process. I hope that's behind the scenes.
There's a lot of footage.
There's gotta be, because there's gotta be some comedy moments in there. I want to see when they figure out what's going on here.
There's a lot of
somebody
footage.
has something to say.
There's a lot of footage of it coming up. We're working on a documentary as well, so that's getting worked on at the same time. So yeah, you're gonna see a lot of that footage of behind the scenes, me making beats on the spot, all of those kind of things just are gonna come into play.
What was the most difficult thing you found working on this? I mean, other than just trying to wrangle, like
honestly,
the most do the writing.
The most difficult part to me in my head has been like a lot of the administrative stuff, a lot of the get your publishing stuff over to me, give me your name, your artist name, give me your PRO, give me all your stuff so I can register the songs. Even though production wise is easy on me, but then getting everybody's individual writer's credit and who they're signed, as far as like their ASCAP or BMI, getting all that information, that's been the most tedious thing. But my team of angels have been helping me, and they've been helping me really orchestrate this a lot. My executive administrative director KG has been like really on me with the process of keeping the spreadsheet of the album in order, because I didn't understand how many women it was until she put it on a spreadsheet and showed me. Then I was like, whoa.
It's a lot of estrogen on this page.
That's a lot of women on oh my gosh. And then I had to like go back, so I had to go back and like read, like, hold on, it can't be that many. Hold on, let me see. And I started.
Did you feel overwhelmed when you finally got to see it, like in one place?
Yeah. I was like, whoa, like this is bigger than I thought. Yeah, it was bigger than I thought.
Like,
and
turn on me, it's gonna be ugly. When they get me in the studio and lock that door, I'm about to sign it all over.
And so now, even with the promotion, I want to make sure every female feels included. I don't want to feel excluded. So, with some of the press runs, we're showing certain girls on certain press runs come out. I don't want nobody to feel slighted. Like, why didn't they mention my name, or why didn't they post my picture? So now there's different posts going out with different girls, because now everyone's curious, like, who's all on here? And the more that they start digging and finding out, like, is so-and-so on there? Yeah, she's on there. Is so-and-so on there? Yeah, she on there. Is so-and-so on there? Yeah, she on there.
Locals are like, is so-and-so there?
Yeah. They in my DMs and my inbox right now. Like,
they're going to start being in the grocery store too.
right. And they like, yeah, some are even in the comments like, yes, I'm on the album. Yeah, because some have fans that are just like, well, it ain't done until so-and-so's on it, or this ain't happening until she on there. And then, they in the comments like, don't trip, I'm on the album, don't trip. You just haven't, so it's great.
34 songs. How many?
34 songs. It's over 80. So I think it's about 82, 84.
80 women?
Yeah.
It's 80 dope women in California?
No, it's not just California. It's artists from all over. Detroit, Vegas, Chicago,
See, the promo
Seattle.
I've been reading was a young lady saying that, the West Coast,
it's just West.
It
is a lot of West Coast females though. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong, but there are girls from Chicago, Detroit, Las Vegas, Seattle, Chicago. I'm thinking off the top of my head.
Me and G-Mac got the same look on our face, like
Texas. And there's Virginia. There's R&B, so it's R&B singers too. So it's R&B and hip hop on this album. It's not just hip hop.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know. Had I not spoke to you, I'm waiting on
That's good. That's
Kim,
good.
Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, blah 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 blah. Copycats everywhere. That's what I'm thinking. But then I know your work, so I'm just like, nah, you're not finna do that. This is what's hot. Let me clone this 20 times and this rubber
exactly.
All the way out here.
Nah,
I know that's not gonna happen.
No,
I know that's not. I mean, like I said, I know you work well enough to know that's not gonna happen.
I'm definitely gonna say that there's a little bit of something on here for everybody. There's something for everybody on here. Yeah, I know. But 34 songs, 80 women. Something on here.
I like the 80 women part.
That's like 80, 34. How do you split? Is it 10 over here? 5? Like, how do you? When you get to like song 26, 25, and you got like 70 more females to go. That's a lot of music.
It's
That's
a
a
It's a
lot.
lot. Like I said, I didn't know how many women were on there. I was just working. And
How long did it take you?
A little over a year and a half. A little over a year and a half. Probably like the beginning of the pandemic is probably when I really started going in.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, so if it was still in like the CD era, what would it be? Like a triple disc?
This would probably be a triple disc, maybe
or a quad disc.
No,
80?
because it's 17 songs on each
Right.
disc.
So you got 3 legal albums and an EP, something like that.
You get what I'm saying? It's 17 songs on. So if these were CDs, it would be 17 songs on disc A, 17 songs on disc B.
Yeah. But if you were on Atlantic, it would be a box set.
But if we were doing a vinyl collection, it's probably 4 vinyls.
Right. Oh yeah.
2 CDs.
Yeah. It's like 2 CDs, 4 vinyls. Shit, 2 3 cassettes. That's a lot of music though, man.
That's a lot of music.
That's a lot of music and a lot of time and a lot of focus.
Yeah.
How many days did you go in the studio and was like, I don't want to do this?
Oh my gosh, so many days. but for me, I work on so many different projects to where I could work on one project a day and then work on something totally different the next day, and then maybe schedule. I got a session with these girls for the album on Thursday. Then I'm back working on so and so's album Friday. So it didn't feel, you know what I mean, so overwhelming. Yeah, I took my time. Yeah, I paced my space out with it.
Well, that's what you're doing your own thing. So now this is on your. No, I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to butcher the name of your company though. Your recording company.
96 recordings.
96 recordings. Okay.
It's just in Roman numerals.
Yeah.
It's all good.
I can't even keep up with Super
I can't wait till it's like Super Bowl 96. It's gonna be my logo. Gonna be my logo up there. Like yeah.
Yeah. See, don't say that too loud. They'll change it. They actually use the numbers. It's not
exactly. They'll change it to numbers for that year.
Yeah. I'll be like, no, I can't.
It'll look like football numbers. Yeah,
you be wearing, walk around with the Super Bowl shirt on forever. Right. Change the whole logo. So now the 96 recording. Is this your first project or is this?
No. I just dropped a compilation back in November. Called the 96 Universe. It's and it's a collection of dope artists that I'm working with. You'll check it. You'll check it out. It's out already. It's out there.
I'm definitely going to hunt it down.
Yeah, you can check that out right now. It's on. It's everywhere.
When you've heard enough music, you work with enough artists. Do you have that sixth sense where you can go, they got it?
Yeah.
What is that? That is the matter. I'm asking everybody that. What is that it? What is it?
I can't. Are you saying what is that hit or what is that?
No, what is that it? That it factor.
Yeah,
that the artist has?
it's just one of the things you can't explain. It's like, it's just like a thing that whatever it is, it's intriguing. It's something that's just very intriguing about the artist, whether it's the way they look, the way they act, how they perform their art. It's something that just draws you in intimately, like instantly, and you can't explain why. You're just curious about this person, and for no reason.
Right.
Have you ever crossed somebody on the street and didn't know them, and then was like, "Hey, man, you."
Yeah.
Oh, it's the same thing.
Are you the guy that's
same thing?
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the it factor, and the it factor can be a multitude of things, but mainly it's just whatever it is that sparks your attention that you just can't turn away from. You want to see the show. You're like, what is this? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things.
Is that when you first meet them, when you get into the studio and you start working, or is it just? I know some cats be like, "Yo, dude, got that glow."
Sometimes it's a vibe. Yeah. No, for real though. Sometimes it's just an aura. It's really an aura thing, and a lot of that comes in.
Don't tell me you're one of them energy guys.
Definitely, I'm definitely an energy guy for sure.
I don't see no candles in the background.
Yeah, they here though, but you know,
okay.
Right now you just see my wall of black love back there.
Right.
Let me show you this. Let me show you this. Nah, it's not family. This is not family. Let me show you. Nah. This right here. Right? We got to get the Dae One tour. So this is my. I need to cut some lights on, but this is my like. This is like my wall of black love. I don't know if you can see this.
I bet. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Black love world. I want a wall of black love.
Okay, from different movies. That's dope. I'm so thought
Yeah.
that was family. I was like, I got to try.
Nah, it's not family. Nah, it's just
Black love. It's a beautiful thing.
so I can see that every day on my wall. It's important.
It's encouragement.
Exactly.
Encouragement. You sure need something. Now, speaking of that, though, a lot of people, not a lot of people, but you got folks, and I don't want to mention the names because they get enough hullabaloo on YouTube and all that. You know, folks want to blame hip hop and say these rappers doing this, these rappers doing that. And you have to, I was in my cigar bar. It really hurt my feelings because I was checking out Bun Cigar. Long story short, customer was telling the retailer, yeah, you know, rap music is really the reason why women acting this way and they behaving that way. And I was just like, God damn, Grandpa, like, you gonna act like when you were my age or shit, when you were younger than me, and he was much older than me. I'm like, dude, you were running around probably in the most debaucherous time in American history. Like you were loose in the 60s and the 70s. And now all of a sudden rap music is the reason why women are acting loose and this and that. Do you feel any responsibility in terms of when y'all putting the project together? Was anybody trying to write or go in a direction you was kind of like, nah, that ain't really what we're trying to say on this joint?
Nope.
Let everybody do them.
Yep.
It's
I didn't
nice.
want. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I said it's nice when they give you free run on your projects.
Right.
Let you know you're the man.
I just wanted to let them have. I just wanted them to have creative control and do what they felt in their heart. You know, it's some raunchy stuff on there. It's some nasty stuff on there. It's some fun stuff on there. Some turn up on there. It's some gangster on there. It's some party on there. It's some get some money on there. It's some I'm in love. It's some fuck you, I'm not in love. It's a lot of that on. It's all of those emotions are on there.
So you can expect to resonate. So is this? I'm gonna say this, and I know it sounds chauvinistic as fuck. You got an all-female joint. Is this a female targeted album, or is this one of those? Is this the one the dude gonna have in his car and be like, "Nah, this is my girl joint"?
Yeah, somebody else asked me that earlier, and I was telling them like, in all honesty, this album, because they were like, "What's the demographic that you're aiming for this album?" And I was just trying to tell them like, this album is just dedicated to people that like good music. Like there's good music and bad music, and this album is dedicated to people that like good music. So, you know, at the listening session, I had males and females there, and the males were like, "Yo, I need to bang this right now." Making the minutes come. Oh yeah, for sure. It's not a girl sounding album. It's definitely their album. But it's definitely it's bangers on there, and it's definitely not just like songs for females.
That's what's up. I'm looking forward to the project, man.
It's something.
Had the listening party. We were trying to
it went up.
But we conflicted with the listening party.
Yeah,
but your boy was your man was nice enough to invite me. I was like, yeah, I'm about 1,500 miles away. I would come. That'd be a long trip for a listening party.
Right.
So when you start inviting folks out, and I know part of the industry thing is you got to get advocacy when you get ready to drop a record. And you've been around this game long enough to have, like I said, your Rolodex has got to be a beautiful thing. Who do you reach out for to support you on this project? Do you reach to your Snoops and Kendricks or your, Battle Cat?
I extend to. Really, it was one of the things where it was kind of like an open call. Whoever comes and shows up. The Dog Pound came to the listening party and was there listening with the girl in support. Compton Menace came to support.
Nice.
Who else came? Dizzy Wright came to support. The homie Dimrick came to support. A lot of people just came just out of support. Me and the females, because they know some of the females on the album and all of that too. You know what I mean? And so it was just all love. But as far as like creating the album, whoever was just ready to go, I was there for it. You know what I mean? Like my guy Boomer from Second and None's camp. Boomer did some records with me. L Fingers, the producer, produced a couple of joints with me. Jay Rand, I think my boy Jay Rand from Mob Music, he did 2 records with me. And most of the rest of it is just me. Me and Battle Cat did talk about doing something on a record, and he just hit me like the other day and was like, "Yo, I'm ready to get on that record if you ready." So he might be added on the record as well, because now it's not coming out till May.
How do y'all schedules even? Like, how do you?
Yeah, it'd be like
you and Battle Cat. I'm like, y'all probably don't have time to grab a cigarette together. Like,
I hit him like a month ago, and he just hit me back like, "Hey, I'm freed up," because he's been doing stuff. I know. I mean, y'all probably 2 of the most busiest guys. I mean, that I know of. He was occupied, but now he got some free time. We're like, man, I'm ready. So I'm gonna slide up on him and see what he's doing.
before we go into this break, I want to ask you this question. I'm gonna ask you this question. I want you to think about it before we go into this break.
Okay.
The music thing is always male dominated, especially on the hip hop side. Then you start seeing the emergence of females, and then it went for a long time. It just females disappeared, and then out of nowhere, boop, here comes Nicki. She's had this long ass ride, like she was damn near by herself for the longest. Then Cardi popped up, just a few more, and then the latest Glorilla, and then it seems like the Memphis thing is taking a hold on as far as the female thing in rap. How does that impact you in terms of marketing? I want you to think about that. How are you looking at the wave that's going on now, and how you gonna take advantage of that? I mean, not to sound opportunistic, but I mean, everybody sees the wave, you gotta jump on it. You got the hot female album, hot females, going an era right now. I gotta say, this is probably one of the most empowering times for women ever, from the White House all the way down.
Yeah.
So this is like becoming the era. This is the woman breakout time. I want you to think about that. We're gonna go into a break. G, make ready to play some more music, and we're gonna discuss that when we come back.
Charlotte World. We'll be right back right after this.
HoodTech presents the HoodCast.
Most people never heard of my hometown. I say Milwaukee, they say, oh, Minneapolis. The odds be so stacked in us that even if you visited there, you may not know where you just were miraculously. We have actually been so invisible, it's practically never mentioned in rap's whole biography, but that's about to change. We had the South Bronx, Queensbridge, California, dreaming Milwaukee's a new thing. Hey, from the top, I got to say I had to leave to succeed. I proceeded to be devout, dropped the Holy Trinity with Tennessee. People every day plus Wendell, it rekindled a movement from down south, punched the world in its mouth. So said it was just a tap, like a sissy slap. Okay, well 20 years out, still headlining tours for sure, bringing the pure like Whole Foods, no half-stepping, repping the whole route for Milwaukee. I pour a swig for Milwaukee, big ups for my Milwaukee, you're mine, you know. Memories of the land from where I began, you're mine, you know. I pour a swig for Milwaukee, big ups for my Milwaukee, you're mine, you know. Memories of the land from where I began, you're mine, you know. Detroit and Shy, we all share the Great Lakes. We own up to what being great takes. Also, like Fonzarelli and Laverne and Shirley, we make way for happy days, like they say, doing it our way. Yes, our way. Make all our dreams come true in the city of Brew. I remember my whole crew. Rest in peace, T.A., Rock D, we lost you due to barrels of guns that bullets were shot through. Over the weekend, 28 more, keeping the score 24/7 gangs, 2-7 and 2-4. Cause of violence I began to hate it. I was wishing for Shamil, Shamazel, Hassan Fife Incorporated. Feeling strangled like a Jeffrey Dahmer victim. Pap Schlitz, Miller, and Flats was common tensions. I was on the crush tip with Pinky Tuscadero, Milltown. Kept my eyes on the sparrow, let's fly, yo. I pour a swig for Milwaukee, big ups for my Milwaukee, you're mine, you know. Memories of the land from where I began, you're mine, you know. I pour a swig for Milwaukee, big ups for my Milwaukee, you're mine, you know. Memories of the land from where I began, you're mine, you know. The ceilings of glass in Milwaukee, There's huge issues of class in Milwaukee, We live in the past in Milwaukee, But it's all that I had, so it's lovely. Summerfest, Applefest, Juneteenth, with Little Rock, St. Agnes, 95th, Rufus King, Community Journal, on 3rd Street, Ebony Q, and you and me, we all be in Milwaukee. I pour a swig, all the Milwaukee, big ups from my Milwaukee, you're mine, you know. Memories of the land from where I began, you're mine, you know. I pour a swig, all the Milwaukee, big ups from my Milwaukee, you're mine, you know. Memories of the land from where I began, you're mine, you know.
HoodTech presents the HoodCast.
Let me face my fears. Won't be face, let me face my fears.
You already know this.
My anxiety beat my ass, granny help me, I can't even think. I been falling out with my people, I'm so damaged, I need a shrink. It's like the only thing that understand this Glock here we in sync. Cause it don't like to show its face, but when it do, you better not blink. When they scream catch G-O-O-N-A, just know it's me. I been dropping hits, killing tracks, put my story on these beats. If I ever die, play a song, lift my story in these streets. Finally making money with my music, ma, you know what that mean. Bring checks back with my talent, ain't kick a dough or serve a fiend. I'm so BGM, ROR, you should know just how I bleed. I love the game, won't never change. I gave the rapper a wedding ring. Mirror, mirror sitting on the wall, tell me how rich am I gonna be? My anxiety beat my ass, granny help me, I can't even think. I been falling out with my people, I'm so damaged, I need a shrink. It's like the only thing that understand this Glock here we in sync. Cause it don't like to show its face, but when it do, you better not blink. My anxiety beat my ass, granny help me, I can't even think. I been falling out with my people, I'm so damaged, I need a shrink. It's like the only thing that understand this Glock here we in sync. Cause it don't like to show its face, but when it do, you better not blink. Having long talks with my niggas, they say keep going, you finna blow. Hope they right, can't wait to break the bank, them racks lay on the floor. When I drop a song, I spark my peers to them, I give them hope. You up on weed, go sell some more. Living fast, go kick a dough. If I get rich, keep my tool, my nigga, no doubt, I bet I blow. Random thoughts of suicide, don't do no drugs, I can't even cope. If I die, who gon' help put mama in that brand new house? Cause when I went broke, then I went broke. Ain't nobody been looking out. My anxiety beat my ass, granny help me, I can't even think. I been falling out with my people, I'm so damaged, I need a shrink. It's like the only thing that understand this Glock here we in sync. Cause it don't like to show its face, but when it do, you better not blink. My anxiety beat my ass, granny help me, I can't even think. I been falling out with my people, I'm so damaged, I need a shrink. It's like the only thing that understand this Glock here we in sync. Cause it don't like to show its face, but when it do, you better not blink.
Yeah, nigga, you know what the fuck going on. Real niggas go through pain, but we shake bad, nigga. We get money, nigga. You know what the
We
fuck
have
this shit
returned.
is.
Second, final, well, third and final segment. HoodCast 300. 338. Let me get us back on this screen world. We are here with the ultimate producer.
Ultra producer. We gonna
Ultra
retire super
producer.
My man got
The man
80
that
women
can
on
get
30
80
songs.
females on a
You
track.
are the
My
ultimate
brother.
producer. Matter of fact, you should open probably a therapy office too. Cause I mean, you handle it all day.
From now on, my brother, you one of my top 10 heroes.
I got a wife, a granddaughter, and a mom, and I can't even get with them three.
Wow.
You do 80?
How?
80?
I don't want to sound chauvinistic, but come on.
Right.
You put two women in the room, it's gonna be all right.
It's
Two
gonna be
men
a
in the
cat.
room, ain't nobody talking.
Right.
You put two men and one woman in the room, it's somebody all right. Just, and I'm not blaming them. I'm just saying. But
Just
now
saying.
the question I had asked you.
Okay.
Before, like I said, I truly, and I'm not trying to sound like feminist, but I really see this as being probably the greatest time of women empowerment. Like I said, from the White House with VP, Kamala Harris, all the way to female CEOs everywhere. And not only that, like I was reading recently, don't ask me to quote the article verbatim, but they were talking about how a lot of women in corporate America just got tired of the glass ceiling and they went out and did it themselves. You got more females with not only college degrees, but advanced degrees, masters and doctorates, PhD, whatever. You got more women starting their own businesses now. Hell, a few times when I have to leave the house to go out for work, to go to a client's office, I'm sitting on the red light, I look on left and right of me, I see women.
Yeah.
Is this album a response to that? I mean, you told me how it sparked. The young lady was trying to get a studio, she said you should do it. Did this ever come across to you, or was this ever a thought in your mind like this is the time for this kind of project?
It crossed my mind later. Initially, when I first started it, it was just something fun to do to see if I could do it, see if I could pull it off. It was a challenge, and I love challenges. I don't like running from challenges. I love to embrace and face a challenge head on and see what can happen. So, those thoughts came into play a little later, like as far as like figuring out what exactly it was that was motivating me to do it. I recently just had my first child. I had a daughter.
Congratulations,
my brother.
And yeah, thank you, man. And and that was in 2021. So I feel like that kind of helped motivate me as well. That made me feel like, because that changed my whole perspective on some certain things about women and how I felt and how I received women and how I viewed them as well. And
stop right there.
Yeah.
We talk about the music. I want to hear about these new views on women you had after having a daughter.
I mean, it wasn't nothing crazy. It was just
I understand that, yeah. But
I felt more assertive to want to protect women. I felt more offended by when I heard bad things that was happening to women from men. I felt a lot of aggression towards that. Who did that? And it could have been someone that I didn't even have to know. But it's like that was just like it's like it was just instilled in me since my daughter came.
Your daughter arrived, and you got this new piece.
I got this new place in my heart of protecting women, being like, leave them alone. You know what I mean? And also I feel like, and that helps me with the feeling of supporting them as well. Feeling like giving them their support, their proper support, like let them have their voice. And if ain't nobody else trying to give them a voice, the least I could do is give them my platform and see what happens for some of them.
Man, that's super dope. And I'll be honest with you, we interview a lot of people, and they always they get a little more personal here, I guess. Because we're not like a big crazy platform. You don't have to worry about the FCC calling you. You gotta apologize.
Yeah.
Plus, we're not trying to bait you on nothing crazy. But I mean, that's really insightful. I mean, you had a daughter, so your sensitivity towards women kind of changed. I mean, not like you were walking around
insensitive before, right?
Yeah, you were walking around the mall just like going crazy, but it just made perspective.
Yeah, the perspective changed, and I started to sympathize more. Yeah, I started to sympathize more.
My granddaughter got here in December last year. Well, December 2021.
21. Yeah, that's my daughter came September.
She came December, and I got honestly say by January I would hear some stuff and kind of
it's like a switch.
Yeah. Like I don't want my granddaughter to hear that. And I'm a father of 4 boys. I got 4 boys.
Right. But that one girl.
Right, and it's not like I didn't have a mom or grandma, auntie before.
But it's different.
But yeah, because I didn't feel like I had to protect them. They was handling their own. But now I feel like the world's a lot different from when they were around.
Right.
There needs to be some more protective measures. And not saying women can't protect themselves. I'm not Mr. Chauffeur.
But if I'm there, if I'm there, I'm there with them. And that's the same thing.
I need to lend my energy to them.
Exactly.
Enough men got their own.
Exactly.
Because there's plenty of detrimental things out there that aren't trying to be helpful. So
right.
I always had this motto like, can't help, at least don't make it worse.
Yeah.
If you can't do it, you can't give something good, then just like I said, if you got nothing good to say, then
leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
Yeah, leave it alone.
So now we with this new perspective, and you work on this all-female thing, and you're an artist. So obviously you're protective over your art. That's a given.
Right.
But do you feel protective over them in terms of business in the industry? I mean, you're in LA, but you're a California native.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not one of the people that jumped on a bus from
I came
New Jersey.
I'm from here.
So that city, you know that industry.
Yeah.
And so you know what it can be sometimes.
Yeah.
You feel the need to protect the artist. When y'all start traveling, doing shows, and especially those that aren't from there, the ones that coming from Chicago, maybe coming
other
from Texas.
places. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Do you feel a little more like, hey, I got you, I'm responsible for you?
I do. I feel a little more obligated to be there for them, to have a helping hand, helping them show their right. Like with this project, I wanted to help. A lot of the artists get a lot of their business affairs in order. Certain things they just hadn't took it seriously, or maybe no one just ever told them. Like a lot of artists just didn't know how to do certain things. So I'm glad that this experience has happened for some of them, because some of them deserve to know, how to go about getting paid, how you get paid, and those are the things that are tedious, but they're very important also. So. I just feel a need to want to help them out and help them get restored to a place to where they can stand on their own and do it on their own.
So are you? And I guess this is this project is a 96 recording project.
Yeah.
Now, are we looking to see some solos sprout from that still on the 96? Or I guess my question is, have you signed? Are these all these all in there?
These are all free agents doing their thing. Hopefully they do get signed from this and get some record deals and you know what I mean, and get some recognition on their own and get some shine on their music that they're doing by themselves, because I believe in them. I believe in them wholeheartedly because they're all dope and they all bring something great to the table. You know, there are a couple artists on the album that I work with closely, but that's a very small number as opposed to the complete number of artists that are on there.
Now I know you manage one of the young ladies. I saw a video clip.
Yeah, I manage Shay Fields. Yeah, I co-manage Miko Taylor and I manage Kiba Music. Other than that, everybody else they're all free agents doing their thing on this album.
Now I saw some of the imagery, some of the video stuff y'all working on. And you're in Hollywood, for God's sake, you gotta have the best cameraman running around around the beach, not doing nothing. Like in between a John Wick and a Fast and Furious, you're like, come over here.
Come over here, shoot this video.
Shoot this video. You're not doing nothing. So that's the long out of the country. You can come over here and work with me today.
Right.
Is it like that? I mean, it's Hollywood, so of course it's like New York. You find an actor and a writer
and you in it, you stuck.
Yeah, everywhere. Is it like that there? How is it you pulling those video projects together? And how are you going to do that with all these people around the country? You know, I don't want you to give away any secrets because people don't like to give away all the goodies. But
you know, man, they're gonna have to take a trip. I mean, who don't want to come back? Who don't want to come back to Los Angeles?
It's California, right? Who don't want to come to California?
I'll be there in a couple of weeks.
See?
I'll be there a couple of weeks for real.
It's not, I'm not gonna have to do too much convincing. Is what I'm saying.
Right.
I'm not gonna have to really
summertime coming up.
Yeah,
beach. Like, no, I want to come to the beach for a week.
They're gonna be like, hell yeah. They're like, they telling me, hell yeah. Hey, I'm coming out there summer to shoot the video. They telling me what they doing.
Right.
Hey, I'm shooting my video out there this summer. I'm coming out there.
Right. At this point, you're just like a co-pilot. Like, what are y'all doing?
All right, cool.
This will be yeah. So when y'all start them video shoots, I got your number. Make sure you don't forget you got the email address. Let us know. J-Mac gonna be there. I gotta figure out how I can maneuver to get there when he get there.
You guys get down here.
Baby.
No, hey, I'm still dead ass serious. Keep me on the schedule. Let me know. You like, we're shooting this, we're shooting that. If I can get there and I got the time, I want to come out because I've been in this damn box for 2 years. You know what I mean? Literally.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, we're shooting quite a few videos, so we're definitely shooting videos.
80 females, 34 songs. I know you shooting a lot.
Are you shooting any videos? On the official spring break of LA.
No.
The first
we were looking for some different types of footage. But I'm sure that it's California. I've only been to LA. I've been to California twice. I've been to California 3 times. I've only been to LA once. The other time I was up in
How much time did you spend here? How much time did you spend in Los Angeles?
I was there for a week. I was there for ASCAP conference.
Okay, a week.
I was there with Rockstar for a week.
A week could be long enough. Yeah, that could be.
Yeah, I know. Dude, from what I hear, a week might be too much. Like you can overstay your welcome in 48 hours.
Yeah.
Like I tell people all the time, you can come to New York. You can be in New York for 6 months and still have corners in cities you've never seen.
Right, stuff to do and stuff to see.
Yeah, you can be there 6 months and somebody like, have you been here? And you be like, no, I've been here 6 months, never heard. But they stack so much.
On top,
LA, it reminded me of like Texas.
Yeah, because everything's spread out.
Spread out. And you needed a car.
You definitely need a car, for sure.
Your Rockstar was running around there, but most of the stuff was by the man's Chinese where they were hosting it.
Right. We had ASCAP stuff,
Yeah, so we ran there for a week and had a good time. I came from.
I'm sure you did. He had a good time. Yeah. He got memory. He got memories like a motherfucker. He like, oh yeah, I had a good time.
Look on my shoulder, like, had a good time. But yeah, I definitely want to get back out there, man. Now, there's a portion of our show called Random Statements.
Okay.
It is whatever pops in your head at that second. Don't think about it right now. It's got to be a random statement. And it can be whatever you want it to be. It don't have to be about music. It can be anything.
Okay.
And since you're our guest, you're going to get the first random statement for the night.
Okay. And I get to say this random statement like whenever I feel like it.
Right now. This is your moment. It's your moment.
Okay, my random statement. Keep your words sweet, because one day you might have to eat them.
Oh, you know what? That's going in the random statement book.
That's gonna be one of the best stuff.
That's one of the best stuff. We do best of HoodCast every year. G-Mac put
nice.
the video together last year. It's up on YouTube. You got a link.
Okay.
So you can go back and watch the best of. You'll see random statements from guests, previous shows and whatnot. But that's a good one. Keep your words sweet. You never know, you might have to eat them.
Yeah, keep your words sweet.
I should have known that when I was in high school. My random statement is: be good to yourself, because you deserve it.
Be good to yourself.
You deserve it. We don't always want to treat ourselves well. Sometimes we feel a little guilty. Good to ourselves. I know there's a lot of suffering in the world that don't even got to carry it all on your shoulders. All right, G-Mac, what you got?
And my random statement is a rant. So,
when we run out of time, how much rant you got in you? Like, we run out of time. How much rant you got in you? It's like you got a lot in you.
I don't got too much rant in you.
Go ahead, get it out. Get it out.
People, don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge a book by its cover. Because when you tell somebody something and you expect them to believe what you're saying and it's not the truth, I mean, only an idiot would believe some stuff. Just don't judge a book by its cover.
Gotcha. Don't judge a book by its cover. That sounded personal.
Yes.
Yeah, it sounded personal. Well, this has been HoodCast 338. Dae One, where can they find you at?
Man, they can find me on all social medias at Dae One. That's DAEONE. On Twitter, that's Dae One. On Instagram, it's DAE_ONE. Dae One. And SoundCloud, same thing. Dae One. I'm just Dae One on everything.
Dae One everywhere you go. It's always Dae One.
Everywhere.
Who gave you that name? Is that the name you gave yourself?
It's a name I gave myself from a name my mom gave me. So my real name is Damien. And Dae One just means Damien's one of a kind.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always thought about that Dae One homie. Like, that's my Dae One.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's a Dae One. Well, brother, thank you for being with us, my man.
No problem.
I know, at this point, I'm really appreciative of the time, considering the last year and a half, what you've been dealing with and working through, and still going on with this project. So the hour and some change you took to be with us, man, we appreciate it. It's worth $1 million to us, bro.
Man,
so
I appreciate you. Yes,
when the new music come out, remember, you got to send it to us. You see it going across the top there, the HoodCast@gmail.com.
May 12th. I'm sending it to you. May 12th is coming out. But the single will be out before that. I'll definitely keep you posted on the first single for sure.
Please
ASAP.
do.
And when you get ready, come back. When it's out, I want you to come back. Talk to us about the response you get. Bring some friends with you. Invite some folks over. Bring some of the ladies from call us from the studio. Wherever you want us to do it. I would like to get a few of y'all on here because I want to get their perspectives too and individual interviews with different
We'll do that.
We'll do that. This is your second home, bro. Anytime you want to come through, you know how to reach us. Your folks know how to reach us. You know how to
let's do it.
Hit us, man.
Let's do it. Okay, you got it. 100%.
All right, brother. Thank you for coming through, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dae One. Peace, my brother.
Sir. Thank y'all, world. We should see y'all Thursday. Everybody, have a hood day.
Have a hood day.
Have a hood day.
HoodTech presents the HoodCast. HoodTech presents the HoodCast.